Hello everybody, welcome to Storytime. If you joined me at Tots Music this week, we sang about space and astronauts and aliens, and I said I would wear my alien hat today for Storytime. Today's story is about a journey into space. So are you sitting comfortably? Then I'll begin. Noah's spaceship. Once upon a time, there was a huge forest, and all kinds of animals lived happily there. Lions and tigers, elephants and giraffes, peacocks and eagles, badgers and frogs. As the years passed, the forest began to change. The air around it started to smell not of the sweet, fresh perfume of flowers, but rather the rotten, horrible smell of plants and mud as it became old and stale. The colours of the forest changed too, from the bright greens and pinks and reds to brown and sludgy colours. No longer did the sun filter through the leaves. The leaves then started to fall from the trees, and the fruit began to turn brown and bad. A strange sadness came over the forest, and the animals were bewildered. "What's happening to our forest?" they all cried. "It is clear that we are in grave danger," roared the lion. "Our forest is being destroyed, and very soon we will have no place to live in. The air is so foul that I can barely run and I get out of breath," growled Tiger. "The bananas aren't fit to eat," chattered Monkey. "I'm hunted for my fur," howled Coyote. "The oranges are terrible," bellowed Elephant. "When I sit on my eggs to hatch them, they break," piped Pelican. Lion sighed. "My friends, we must do something. Our lives are in peril. Does anyone have an idea what we should do?" "Owl, you are the wisest one amongst us," said Lion. "What must we do?" "During my flights over the forest," said Owl, "I have observed a huge and wondrous object being built. Whoever is building this must be very clever. He should be able to tell us what to do. We must go at once. Follow me." So the animals set off, following Owl. The lion and the tiger, the elephant and the giraffe, the monkey and the zebra, the peacocks and eagles, badgers and frogs, all the way through the forest until they arrived at a huge fence surrounding a very strange object. "I must find out what is going on," said Lion. "Elephant, lift me up so that I can see over the fence." And so Elephant lifted him up. "Extraordinary! My, how very extraordinary," said Lion. "I have never seen anything like it. Whoever is building this must be very clever indeed. We must go in and see him." Well, the animals all banged on the great gate. It opened silently, and in they all trooped. They all looked around in awe and amazement at the object they found. A man came forward to greet them. "Hello," he said. "My name's Noah. Can I help you?" So the lion stepped forward and explained to Noah the problem they faced. "My friends," said Noah, "it's because of what you tell me that I'm building this spaceship. It can fly like a bird, but it will go much faster and very much higher. It can fly to the moon, or it can fly to the stars. In fact, it's going to fly to another planet, another world where the forests will be different. But they will be as beautiful as our forest once was before it was spoiled by pollution. Would you like to come with me?" "Oh yes," they all said. "How exciting it will be." "Well, the spaceship will soon be ready," said Noah. "My robots do most of the work, but I could do with a little help." And so the animals of the forest helped as much as they could. When the spaceship was nearly finished, they all had a very good time playing with the robots. One day, though, Noah announced, "Animals of the forest, we've not much time left. There's still work to be done. We shall need food for each of you, as our journey is going to take 40 days and 40 nights. When the work was almost finished, Owl came flying in from one of his trips round the forest and cried out in fear, "The forest is on fire! The forest is on fire! They're not only polluting it, now they are burning it." "Hurry," said Noah, "we must finish the work quickly." When all was ready, they climbed aboard the spaceship. Noah called out, "Take your positions for blast-off," and the countdown began. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off. The great spaceship launched into the sky with a mighty roar, just before the flames reached it. Up and up and up, faster and faster and faster soared the spaceship. Looking back, the animals saw Earth getting smaller and smaller and smaller until it looked no larger than a shiny button. On and on they went into space. And then, suddenly, the great spaceship wiggled from side to side. Then there was a bang, and then silence. "Oh dear," said Noah, "one of the time guidance fins has been damaged on takeoff. Soon we must travel through a time zone which will take us hundreds of years into the future and help us reach our new planet. Our time zone guidance fin must be in the correct position. I need a strong volunteer to go into space and twist the fin back into shape." "I'll go," said Elephant. He put on a very special spacesuit and he went out through the airlock. And he pulled and pulled and pulled the fin back into shape. "Hooray!" all the animals shouted. Noah gave the elephant 10 oranges and called him a hero. Well, for 40 days and 40 nights, they travelled through space. The further they went, the sadder the animals became. "Oh dear," said Tiger. "I'm so homesick." "Me too," said Giraffe. "We're all homesick," everyone wailed. "Oh dear," said Noah. "Oh dear." But at last they approached their new planet. "I must make sure all is well for us there," said Noah. "Dove, go out and bring us back a leaf from a tree." Well, the dove opened its wings and flew off and did as it was told and came back with a leaf. Noah tested the leaf with his computer. "Why, I can't believe it," he cried. "It is most extraordinary. This is a leaf from planet Earth. I must check my calculations." After many checks, he called a meeting. "My friends," he said, "when Elephant went out to repair our time guidance system, he must have twisted it the wrong way. We've travelled backwards through time, back to planet Earth as it was many hundreds of years ago, before it was polluted." "Hooray!" they all cheered. "Does this mean that we've come back to Earth as it was in the beginning?" said Lion. "Yes," said Noah. "It was a wonderful world then, and we must keep it that way." As the sun rose, the spaceship descended to Earth. The animals thanked Noah for saving them, and then they left joyfully for their new homes. "How lovely it is!" they all cried. "Yes," said Frog, "and thank goodness for all the rain. There seems to have been some flooding here." And off he hopped to join the other animals. I hope you enjoyed the story about Noah's spaceship. I'll be back next week for a story, and it might be an animal that's got quite a lot of legs. Join me for that, or join me for Tots Music next Tuesday at 1:30. Bye for now.